Alright, as I finish up my day about to make another video, something hit me. On this whole journey of doing YouTube and everything, being online and being like what do you call it now? A social media influencer, content creator. I just make videos for a living, whatever, right? Eventually, you just become like a walking billboard, don't you think? I mean, I know a lot of people don't talk about it, but it's kind of obvious, right? Think about it. You build up a following. Who won't take advantage of that? Especially you. Now, where does it come from? Why does it happen? Why does everyone do it? That's the only way it works. That's just how the game works. You try to, if some of them just want to do, make videos, sure, it's nice and all, but that takes money, it takes time, and to feed a human, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of resources to do. So if someone comes up to your door and asks you, hey, I see you got 300,000 people watching you, do this little ad read for $10,000. Boom! You can feed yourself for $10,000 with that. So it's just the name of the game. But it's kind of funny because, no matter how you go about it, you kind of have to. There's not a single person that I ran into that just do it. Like make content or, be online but have a big following that doesn't have some sort of monetization out of it, And not to say that's a bad thing. Not at all. It's just super fun to see just how quick people change in terms of trying to make sure that they maintain what they're doing as a livelihood. And the reason I bring it up because there's certain things you just don't turn into a career or a livelihood. I don't know, some of you like to cook and you don't turn no one's paying you to go cook, or you're not trying to make it someone needs to pay me to make some mac and cheese. No. Or some of you just like to, bike. You don't need to turn it into a career. And I think that's where I kind of got that question because a lot of us do things that just genuinely make us exciting. And, we tend to enjoy it to its fullest when we're just super enveloped by it. But I think we lose track of it when some people are like, hey, someone really needs to pay you for that. You need to make some money off of that. Or just imagine this. You can sit there and ride your bike all day. All you gotta do is film and edit it. And you can make 60,000 in your area? That's enough for you to live off of. But then you take, well, at least to me, looking on the outside, you take away what it meant to you. It was just doing it to do it, rather than to do it to make money, or I have to make sure this is marketable. I gotta make sure this is, cool. I gotta make sure the people are still watching this so I can get paid because, this is my career now. And I guess it's really fun when you see the parallel when people are like, oh, I just love making videos. I love taking pics. I love doing this for a living. I love it, love it, love it. When all it is they have to be positive about it to draw you in. So that way they can maintain their audience, maintain the flow of money, so they can maintain their livelihood. And some of them that get super up there extend their livelihood. They get bigger houses, bigger cars, so now they have to keep it up because the things that they're invested in now is way too much to not keep doing what they're doing. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, it's not to diss it and it's not a problem. It's just part of the game and how it works. It's just really fun to see it when it happens before your eyes. I don't know if a lot of you watch TikTok or whatever, but that's one of the quickest ways to do it. You make something funny a lot of people can get behind, and you see a TikToker go from 0 to 2 million in 1 month, and you check out their other socials and boom, they're already selling bikini pics or bikini apparel, furniture on some of them, tech gears, protein supplements, and it's wow. At first it was a joke. At first you didn't take it seriously, but now you're getting paid. Now that's your thing, because now you're making more money than I would imagine what you originally were doing. So a lot of people just abandon that ship and jump on this ship, but they don't think about it long term, or no one really talks about it, It's just, oh yeah, just do it, man, just do it. But they don't tell you hey, now you're in the end game. This is it. This is all you have to do. You can't stop. You have to keep going. This is the only way to keep it up. But, there's also another way of thinking about it too that I was thinking about. What about donations? You don't have to make it advertisement friendly and be overly positive to keep people coming in, or keep making the content that, advertisers want you to do, why not do donations? Have people support you? Well, I don't know. In a weird way, in a weird Pandora way, technically that's the same, process. I mean, different wording, sure, and yeah, different definition, but with donations, you have to either A, commit to a pledge or a benefit or a perk for people to keep coming back to. And also, you have to continue making that content that people want to see to keep donating. It's hard to switch up, and if you do, you suffer a major loss. I mean, look at most of your creators, like, they stick to a general game plan if it's making them money. Heck, you can even go back to their old stuff they used to do, and you can pinpoint where they made that switch to go, oh snap, this makes me money, this brings in people, that's what I'm gonna do. And they never stopped since. So it almost makes me wonder, like, I'm pretty sure they do other things, but it's always one of those things that they always say they have no time. This is like a 12-hour thing, 8-hour thing from editing, whatever. So it eats up most of their time and day. So I can only imagine, like, doing other things is kind of hard because they have to stay on top of the latest news if they're doing news stuff, or they have to make something big and crazy like they did from last video to keep it up. And it's like, they don't talk about it. And why should they? That's not what their audience is there for. You guys will like butcher them if they do, or they try to depart from what they already are doing. So you're kind of forced, even with donations, to keep doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, sure, it turned into like, oh, I'm just doing it for fun, or sure, it was just something to, have like, oh, this would be a cool idea, but no one really breaks it down or talks about it like transparency-wise. Like, you have to keep it up, and if you don't, you gotta fight an uphill battle every time you switch, and some of you guys don't want to do that, especially since a lot of us like to be comfortable. But yeah, that's just what this channel is. Every day, just come back, talk about stuff that a lot of people don't want to talk about, be super transparent about, and hey, see the other side. Just see the other side. But anyways, I think I talked to you guys long enough. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.